Alrighty lads, so here we are back again with another one of these videos. I'm super excited as always to jump into today, talking all about unleashing the athlete. Alright, now before we jump into that, please make sure to like, give us a comment and subscribe if you're not already to keep up to date with these videos and really support this channel to assist it to grow. But without further ado, as always, we're going to talk about unleashing the athlete, all right? So how crucial this is for men living life on mission, really optimizing your health, feeling your strongest, feeling your best. We can say unlocking that masculine energy and starting to move into conscious adversity, because with this comes a greater level of integrity in our mission. We look better, we feel better, and we feel like the optimal and strongest version of ourselves. So let's jump in. So, as you can see here, these photos are 19 months apart. Now, I did just recently post these on literally today, I posted these on my social media stories. So this was 19 months ago, right? And this is now today. So as you will see here, this version of me again was on the journey of mission, but was still very much, we can say, living in aspects of the amateur, as we would call it. And my body being very symbolic of that. It's kind of like a skinny fat, right? Now, I wasn't training consistently. I was just kind of doing my own thing, riding solo, and just hadn't found a team environment or a space that I really connected with. And it just really wasn't a full priority yet at that point in my life. But then it reached a point where I was sick of my own shit and realized it was just a story. And at that time, I had a good friend of mine who opened up a BFT, so body fit training, in North Lakes, which I ended up jumping into. And now 19 months later, here we are, in the best shape of my life, the most jacked I've ever been, for sure. And I feel fucking awesome. I feel strong. I feel energized. I was only reflecting today. It's like, damn, I feel good, and I train hard, and I only train about 3 or 4 times a week, but when I train really hard, I get rest, and I found a really nice rhythm for myself to flow with and in tune with my body. So again, it is also a great reminder that these things do take time. They take clarity, they take consistency, which then equals confidence. But like anything, you just have to start, all right? And I know for me, I feel in alignment with the best version of myself every time I train. And when I'm consistent, I get those 3 or 4 days in throughout the week, I feel optimal. So for me, and also you lads would resonate with this, it's becoming the hero the 6-year-old dreamed of being. So it's like you look at all these superheroes throughout time or throughout stories, and they're all jacked, all right? And when you're a kid, that's all that you dream of being. And now, you lads who resonate with this content, of course, it's like being the hero of my own story. Well, it's also having the physical capacity and feeling of embodying that hero or that warrior or that king, whatever it is for me, right? And yeah, being the hero again for that younger version of yourself. And because that inner child never leaves us, it's always in there, right? So we can be proud of ourselves, and there is truly nothing like looking in the mirror and going, fuck yeah, like I've earned this. No one can take that away from me, and that is direct evidence of the work I've been putting in, the consistency. So yeah, giving yourself a pat in the back, and you honor yourself with that, and that's what you can really bring forward for yourself as you're consistent with it. So then flowing on, your health is your wealth, right? We've spoken about this. There is no mission without the man. If you're not looking after your health, doesn't matter what the fuck you do, eventually you're going to have to use your wealth to look after your health again. So it most certainly then flows in again with looking better and feeling better. You will perform better. As you dive into conscious adversity, you become more adaptive and more attuned and more comfortable in the uncomfort, and you will respond better to life. Your whole mindset and grit and determination and perseverance will really begin to shine through. And My mum used to say to me always, and it used to kind of pee me off when she would say it, but it is so true, and I'm so grateful she always said it. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything, all right? And it's the same. So as you build these amazing habits, say in your health sphere, then naturally all those habits and the ripple effects flow on into all the other areas of your life, and they really start to compound and rise together. And it really is just about getting in the training arena. Like there's no other way about it. I mean, you can try this, all these like weight loss programs and all those things, right? But really the practical way is, common sense, eat good foods and just get in the fucking arena and get around people who really know what they're doing so they can assist you with your form and so forth. Because I've been very grateful I haven't really had an injury at all. And yeah, it's getting in there one step at a time, starting small, working up big, and like anything, it's compound interest. So there is no other way around it than just fucking going, right? And it's like setting yourself up success. It's like maybe I'm just going 2 days a week, right? So I start off with that, and then I build that momentum. Then I increase it to 3, 4, 5, or stay in the 3 or 4 like myself. And you find what really works for your body, because most certainly the rest is super important too. But you can be having a rest and not going to the gym, and that means jack shit, right? That's just laziness, for lack of better words, and just the priorities aren't there. So there's just no other way around it than just getting started. It's like anything, all right? So if you're telling yourself a story, call yourself out on your bullshit, because that is exactly what it is. It's just a story, and, either you break it or you don't, all right? So awesome. Then we flow on to, of course, there's a boost of masculine energy. Men, we grow the most through challenge, right? It is through, we could say throughout time, we've seen it time and time again. That's why we're attracted to, there was wars and men were in wars, and I'm not condoning wars whatsoever, but we can say the warrior energy and in sports and all of this starts to build that masculine energy, right? Which is super, super crucial. And it's, then therefore integrating the warrior, which is a deeply misunderstood and misinterpreted archetype, and has been abused throughout society because it's been abused for people in pain. But as I begin to integrate my own unique essence of the warrior, that's the aspect that can assist to build the kingdom, and then the king obviously takes through as the steward of the mission. But most certainly integrating that warrior energy and feeling more centered in yourself, more confident, a bit more fucking oomph, right? And we're not losing that beautiful emotional intelligence that we're also, marrying it with, but also having a bit of backbone there, all right? And then that flows on to a testosterone increase. I mean, your muscles, right? So you obviously, by increasing the volume of your exercise, your body produces testosterone to assist in the recovery of the muscles and the building back. So there is just a natural testosterone increase. I mean, you've got all those incredible chemicals that flow through the body, like endorphins and so forth. So naturally, it's like if you don't use it, you lose it. So you might as well use it so you can feel your best and again show up as your best. Right, so then naturally we flow over on to start attracting higher quality of women. I mean, let's just look at it honestly. If you could have a fit mate or an unfit mate, and two options there, which one are you going to choose? Of course, you're naturally going to go for the fitter mate, right? So the same goes for women. If it's not about getting super duper jacked, but by just after a couple of weeks and after a couple of months of going to the gym, you will see immediately you'll be perceived as far more attractive, right? And it's looking after yourself, and there's so many qualities that shine through in your physique. It shows that you've perseverance, you've discipline, you have persistence, you have will, all these incredibly attractive qualities that are then reflective of your physique. And naturally, as I said, you start to embody a greater level of confidence and centeredness, which flows then over onto self-respect, all right, which is really having undeniable, stackable proof that I am who I say I am. The deep level of self-respect that comes online. It's like, yeah, I can do hard things. And I really, truly find myself in that space. And as I consistently flow through, my identity begins to change. And I prove to myself again and again that, yes, I am worth something because I'm looking after myself. But I also truly do follow through on my word. And I'm just looking after my body. So I'm in my most optimal mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual space. As I really start to work on all these pillars, which is what we bring forward here in Brotherhood, is a holistic approach in optimizing all the areas of life and becoming truly the best version of ourselves. It's not perfect, but perfectly imperfect, and optimizing those areas. And one of the greatest foundations you can start with is getting into the training arena, getting into the gym, all right? As I said, you just start small, and you build and you build and you build and you build. And again, it's like, what is that physique for me? Understanding what type of training is it for me? As I feel it's super, super crucial, and this has just been my template, was I love BFT because it's in a group training environment. I just have to go in, I don't have to worry about what exercises I've got to do, and it pushes me to train way harder when I've got people edging me on, and I'm also training with other people. And I grew up playing football, so that team environment is deeply fabricated into all that I do and to who I am. So, but there are some people who love going to the gym, putting their headphones on and training there. That's just not me. Like, that's not me whatsoever. I find it really fucking boring. Whereas that training really works for me, and I really enjoy it, and I find a lot of fun, and I feel like, yes, I am the athlete. So it'll be different for everyone. But it's, again, you don't know unless you try something out. I mean, I've tried many gyms, boxing, I've done Muay Thai, all these incredible tools and skills and training that I've done, and then I finally found the thing that clicked for me. So again, just comes back to there's no other way about it but just doing it, and that always is the golden key. So lads, as always, the mission beckons, the mission calls. Get in the fucking arena. Let's go. If you do feel like you want to surround yourself with fellow brothers on this journey, please feel free to click the link below. Jump into our Brotherhood Academy. There's a 7-day free trial there. There's an amazing group of lads already in there. You can try it out. Jump on a call and really, connect yourself with the team. As we remember, together everyone achieves more. Have an awesome week. Let's fucking go, and we'll speak soon.